when you get older, you consider 40s young, just so you know.
When you're young. I think it's young.
You're laughing because
I think it's young.
I remember thinking my babysitter was older than baseball. You know what I mean? She was like 21 and we were like 10. Right. I'm like, wow, she's so old. You know, and then you realize you up the ante. So young people become 40-year-olds.
I think like when I hit 30, I was like, we're closer to a couple things. It used to be like, yeah, I'll definitely settle down, have a bunch of kids. And now it's in the single digits away.
I'm worried about when I hit 30. I'm nervous for my birthday. Yeah. It's gonna be scary.
I forget you just graduated high school.
19.
Amazing.
Young gun. Everyone in the city saying, who's this? Who's this?
This is 19-year-old hot piece of ass.
All right. So let's start. You guys feeling good over there?
Yeah.
Feeling good over here? Vibe check over here?
Vibe check is high.
Vibes are hot.
Okay. So I'm going to start us off. We'll chit chat. It's pretty much low key, just hanging out, and we'll do a couple calls. Have some funny questions if need be, but we already have great vibes anyway.
We got great vibes.
So when in the madhouse, let's get cuckoo bananas.
I wish we had a tagline like that.
Oh my God. You can. You freaking can.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone,
We
we are joined today by some awesome guests. 2 awesome guests. We have in the building the co-hosts of the... Okay. And that's what you get for having a table made of a carpet. So, yeah. Ha ha, he ha ha. Fun. Nothing is functional here. We are here with 2 phenomenal guests. They are the co-hosts of the Better Halves show on SiriusXM. Bret Raybould, ding, 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 and Lisa Ann.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, freaking ding.
Dong.
A little fring ding, a little ding-a-ling and ding-dong. I just did your show on SiriusXM. We had an awesome time. You guys take in questions.
Yes.
They submit it to you, Lisa Ann.
Yep.
And you have great freaking banter together, and it was a great time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have a show. I never in a million years thought I'd have a show with Lisa freaking Ann.
So
it's insane.
How did you guys meet?
We met through my podcast. His PR girl, Lainey, introduced us.
Okay.
And the first interview was for Dudes Do Better, wasn't it? It wasn't for the Lisa experience. I think it was for Dudes Do Better when I was still doing that.
Yes.
And Bret comes on, and from the moment you had the visor, you had your coin thing T-shirt on.
I was in a stupid outfit, even
Why
though
the hell did you have
it was
a
over
visor on?
Zoom. Huh?
You had a visor
A
on?
green visor.
A green visor. It was.
I haven't seen a visor in years.
I loved it though. It drew me in.
I'm like, who is this guy?
Yes.
Who's
Like
this?
the appeal.
Everyone's like, the visor guy was good.
And we just
I love that I can see his hair through his through the top of his.
I forgot the visor today. My golf outing.
the visor was made. This was September of 2021, and since then I've been trying to find a way for us to do something together.
Of course, Lisa, works with me once. She wants around too. What can I say? What can I say?
Can't get enough of Bret.
I mean, that's just how it is.
1 T, by the way. I always say that.
Yeah.
It just keeps it right.
1 T?
He only spells 1 T in his name. Bret with
Oh
1
my
T.
God. I thought you meant 1 T like he has 1 ball. And I was like,
oh, wow.
I need to catch up with you.
Testicle.
But
I get it. And you didn't do the implant on the other one. This is great.
No, 2 balls. 2 balls.
Two testicles.
Yeah, not to flex on.
I think everyone here has all their balls.
2
I have
balls,
all my parts as well.
Yeah.
I don't have my appendix.
Really? You got that removed?
That's one of the. It's like a word that doesn't do anything,
It
right?
doesn't do anything. Yeah,
But it can malfunction and ruin your week.
Hey, it allowed me. I wasn't allowed to take the school bus for a year because you can't be on a bumpy surface.
Nice.
And my dad, being just so not there, decides to ask the kid next door who had like a supercharged 72 Chevelle SS who smoked cigarettes and marijuana. Can you drive my daughter to school for the next year because she can't be in them? I'm 14.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is going to be the greatest year of my coming getting out of my life. And just because, and by the way, that souped up car was way bumpier than a bus.
Yeah. Bumpy as fuck.
Wow. So you were just hotboxing the car, going to.
Yeah, so cool.
Hilarious.
So cool.
I went to school in a school bus. It was insane. But my mom had me driving early.
Yeah.
She was like, get your car and your job, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Do you have the permit situation?
Yeah, I had that accelerated shit because they made me go to like all the, if you like go to driver's ed, you get like,
I did the same.
all that shit.
I had a car and a permit at 15. Owned my own car at 15.
Yeah, me too. And my mom was like, I'm getting a new car the minute you get your license, so get your fucking license.
Oh,
she got an Infiniti, LOL. We had a shit ass house. My mom got an Infiniti. Big ass car in the driveway. So anyway, okay, so you guys met, podcast.
Sparks flew.
Better Halves started last year, right?
Yes.
Better Halves started in December of 2023, but the concept came early in 2023, and I was working with Sirius for a couple of months before Bret was brought in.
Yes.
And really knowing that we were going to have dating questions, I was like, a male comedian would be better because you don't want to have both the same perspective.
But you gotta hear the comic she first did this collaboration with.
Yeah, my first collab was with Matt Rife.
No way.
Matt Rife Jr. Matt Rife Jr.
Inside
Square
you,
jaw.
there are two paths. Matt Rife, Bret Raybould. Wow.
I'm doing this for the rest of the show.
Oh yeah, you got to suck in your buccal fat.
But he's not sucking. I got too much buccal.
Well, yeah, too much. You are too much of a baby face.
Fuck.
Yes, you'll never make it. Okay, wow, that's hilarious.
We did a one-off,
and you guys
so-
have such similar comedy. I couldn't even say it without trying to be funny.
Both
Then overthought it.
equally handsome,
Yeah.
equally bangable, and very similar fellas, right?
Very similar fellows, but
Yes.
you have the height advantage.
That's right.
Does
Bigger
separate
dick,
men.
too.
Yeah.
Being tall.
Over 6 foot.
He threw that in. He threw the bigger dick in.
Yeah.
Wes
I know.
Cole. What? Look, this,
Which,
I
by the
don't know
way-
where HR is, but I know I can't be a part of this conversation.
Oh yeah, I know you guys are under Sirius XM sexual harassment contract. I will say, in my experience, tall dude doesn't equal.
Doesn't always.
No.
It doesn't
And that
always.
shit looks
No,
weird
no.
as fuck.
Really?
No offense if
It
that's what
looks
we're talking
smaller.
about, but yeah.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
sometimes you see when you're like, if that was on
Yes.
a 5'6" guy, it would look very normal.
That's
if
why
not
short
bigger.
guys are the way to go.
Here you,
Their dick always looks normal.
But you're tall.
And then they have a huge dick. They're black. You know, you can't. What?
I'm not. You guys are definitely the dick experts
Okay.
on this show.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is I love when I saw Bret was announced your podcast. I've known Bret for years.
Yes.
I've known Bret for years.
Yeah.
Doing stand up in the New York scene, going to Crick in the Cave and
Oh,
QED
man.
all around.
The best.
And he is very about his dating life. So I was curious to know if he opens up on the podcast about that because he's a clean comedian.
He is a clean comedian. I think we feel like because we're pre-recorded, we don't want to get into too many conversations that we might dislike later because if it
Yes.
gets released 3 months from now, you've broken up with
Yeah,
somebody
oh,
like,
fuck.
I can't that person.
Yeah.
But I did get to meet a lady friend at my birthday party. I was very excited.
She met my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She met
She's
Roba.
lovely.
Yes.
And what it made me think about is if you're a fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
So there was a season where there was an episode where Larry didn't trust a guy because his wife was too hot. And Larry likes it when a wife's a little homely. 'Cause he's like, that's a trustable guy.
I don't
his
know where
wife's
this is
kind of
going.
homely looking. I can't trust Bret anymore because his girlfriend's so hot.
Hilarious. It's like
So
she's
I
going to
went
say
home.
one of two things
I went
here.
home thinking,
I'm like,
It's like, and
I'm
now
like-
I know Bret's a great guy.
I went home thinking,
my girlfriend homely?
I don't know.
Homely.
I don't know if I can trust him because she's so hot. I reached out to my
Yes.
friends. Remember that episode of Curb? They're like, I'm
Yeah.
like, how are you feeling about Bret right now? They're like, it's sketchy.
That's so funny. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
My girl, she's a very beautiful woman. I don't know if her name's Roba. She's Egyptian, and the first time we started going out, a friend of a friend saw us together, and he told our mutual friend that seeing a guy like me with a girl like her gave him hope.
Wow.
Someone said that I'm like, I'm not that much of a cardboard box.
Wow.
I'm not saying I'm not like, Chris Evans, but like, come on,
mean,
it's not like.
I am. Brett's a good looking guy. I'll say that.
I'm okay looking. I
would
take care of
say-
myself.
I would say for men, it's.
Tall. At very, very least, I'm tall.
I think you have a good looking face.
Thank you,
have
Maddie.
blue eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When he washes that hair and puts product in, we call it salad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
When I-
vibrant. That
when
hair is
I-
amazing.
When I wash
Yeah.
my hair
Hair
once
is-
every 6 months,
It's
it does.
beautiful, right?
How good does Lisa's hair look?
Yeah, your
You
hair
know-
is
So
nice,
this is my
too.
hot curl summer vibe. So you know,
Loving
in the
it.
summer I just don't dry or do anything. I just wash it. You do the scrunchy thing, and you just hope for the best.
Yeah.
And about 2 hours later, after you've dripped all over yourself because you're not really supposed to dry it much.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, my
my God,
hair's
look.
coming together. You do a little piece movement. It saves. It's given me an hour and a half back through the whole summer. But I do love my hair straight. So then
Right.
once winter comes, it feels longer because you haven't straightened it. Wow. This is
Yes,
this
yes,
is
yes,
not
yes,
on
yes,
your
yes,
list.
yes, 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 yes.
Let's get
I'm
back
here.
to you.
No.
Here's the thing with men and women that's very different. Men are more apt to go with somebody by looks, but women are more apt to go with somebody by, not that you're not good looking, but by vibe and by
Connection.
energy and by
Connection.
connection
Yeah.
and also kindness. Like
I know.
he's not the guy that's going to be with his girl and look at another girl and she walks by. And a lot of girls, we've dealt with that. That's a normal thing. Guys think it's not a big, I saw your eyes go over there, right?
Yeah.
But that, you know, it's a
Yeah.
respect that he's raised right. I've met his mom.
Yeah.
You know, he's from a good family.
I don't
man.
ogle other women when we go on dates. I will watch some porn on my phone when we're out
Yeah.
to dinner.
All freaking good.
But that's come on, that's normal. We
yeah,
all
dude. I'm like, happy anniversary.
It's on my VR
What do you want?
headset. I'm at a VR headset.
Or you just make sure the sound is down. I did get
Thanks for impersonating me jerking off, by the way. That's exactly what I look like. If I ever do masturbate
What about
the entire time.
The slow stroke was very interesting.
Yeah, it's good
I
technique.
feel like guys, every time I see a guy handle his dick, he's like, give me 1 second. You know what I mean? Like,
I had an
they're
audience
like,
member.
hold on, I just had a lot to drink. And they're always like, let's make out.
It's like they're
Ew.
kneading bread. They're just hoping for the
like your
best.
cat just like on the blank.
I had a woman at
I
a
never
show.
want to see a soft dick.
No, soft dicks. Are soft dicks a bigger bummer than hard
Oh my
dicks?
God, when I get emails that I'll send to all of them, I will forward
Thank you,
them.
Caroline,
I get
producer.
LinkedIn emails where they're
Yeah.
like laying on the guy's leg and he just takes a picture. It's just laying there like so
I
sad.
hate when it's laying
Just
there.
And so that's an email that of course I have to forward to all my friends at their office and say, this is really important. And then they open it. It's like, they're like, it's so sad laying there. I go, no.
Subject line, trip to Aruba. Yeah, after sex, the dick's on the thigh, like, oh,
Yeah, the dick is like, oh, and you're like,
that was
shit.
fucking good, you
Yeah,
guys.
the dick does just
Am
like-
I weird or was that good?
The dick does just go, all right, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm like, ew, put it away. Yeah. Why is part of your body resting on another part of your body? It doesn't make sense to me that there's a thing
And you don't
hanging
want
off.
to stick either.
Ew, the stick.
So I think the important thing as a woman in this situation is we need to be the spa. What I do, this probably sounds like something a hooker would do, and I hope they do this, but I'm not a hooker, but I wonder if they do this, and I hope they do.
Something to think about.
I go and get a bunch of towels beforehand, so some hand towels and some washcloths. And when we're finished, I start running all the sinks in my bathroom to see which one gets hot water first.
Yeah.
I do 2 levels of hot towels,
Yeah.
and immediately that comes out with a dry towel. So the penis can be wrapped up nicely and not laying on the leg.
You do that after sex.
I do that every time after sex.
Okay.
They do at the spa with
It's
your
exactly
face.
like the
Yeah.
spa.
Yeah. Oh, it
and
feels
then it's
so
away,
good.
and then I lay the towel over here,
I like
and then it's a nice extra.
I like
I want to
picturing
have
the
sex with
dick.
Lisa.
I feel like picturing
I
the
want that
dick.
treatment.
I know. I just want
I
the
still have
spa.
toilet paper stuck to my chest.
From the man just
like a
throwing
teenager who
paper
just
towels
shaved.
at you.
I don't
just
want to
to
seem
roll.
lazy.
Right.
Just because you've been able to watch tape and you know I'm good at it, I want you to find out something you don't know.
Right.
That
Yeah.
wasn't in the movies.
That
That wasn't
definitely
in the movie. Right.
no. The truth. That's the Lisa
Right.
experience. Talk about your show, the Lisa experience.
L-A-E. Lay.
I was like, I had to do the initials.
Um,
I started by saying introduce 3 times.
Yeah, you fucking wrecked that,
No, I already
dude.
fucked the show
Everyone's gonna
up.
be like, "This guy sucks." JK. I was just making fun of like YouTube comments.
No, you were saying how
You
you
know, how you can
honestly
just like
feel
think
about
you
me,
did
Maddy.
a podcast
YouTube
episode, and we're like, "I was
comments.
awesome," and then it drops, and all the comments are like, "She's annoying and on crack." Whoa!
You should stop doing cocaine. You should stop doing-
Always. How much coke do you think Maddie's on?
Sorry, you want me to have a low energy podcast? Fine.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Should we just all
I'm
be on our
good.
I didn't
phones
do any cocaine
for the
today.
podcast?
Yeah. Did you hear that Trump got
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's just a
the
thing.
No one has any interest in.
But at the same time, I
Yeah,
wonder what
Trump.
it's like to sit there on YouTube as the person that wants to leave all the awful. Who are you? And how bad is your whole existence? Obviously,
Go to camera.
you don't have
Yeah,
Netflix,
either.
Hulu, books.
There's one there too.
Internet,
Yeah.
anything else you could do that is more productive.
There's so many books. I have
So
books
many
in my
books.
apartment unread.
Yeah,
Before I
that's
posted a
the
comment, I would be like,
point.
"Oh wait, I have to finish all these books." But they're choosing to say, "Oh,
They could do their laundry. I have a ton of list
Yeah.
of chores they could do
Yeah.
other than doing that.
Someone on Facebook said more like MIDI Smith.
Ooh, they just they thought of that and they
How
were
dare
like,
you.
even if they like
How
you,
dare you.
they have to say that.
How dare you?
But then you
They're-
looked him up.
How dare you think I haven't heard that before?
Thank you. I
you
was
saying?
going to ask you, have you ever
as fuck, obvious.
have you ever
his-
gone down the rabbit hole and looked them up and then contacted them in any way, shape, or
No,
form?
I never. I've had the fantasy, but I stay unengaged with all of them. You would think my social media is run by literally an alien.
Well, your
pretending to be
generation
me.
is used to it, but like when internet and social media came to us, it was
Yes.
very different. So we were like, let's fucking
Yeah,
find
let's
this
fucking-
guy's
let's
parents.
rock.
Let's send. We would.
Yeah.
Oh, in the beginning, girls in the business, we would spend a month finding you, send all of it to your work. We'd contact your parents. We
Really?
send you apologize to us. Like we would get into it because they were too dumb to realize your grandmother's on Facebook and it's all connected. I can find
Bitch.
all. And
so is people messaging
I
you,
don't
and
get
you
a lot
would.
of mean stuff on Facebook anymore. because of
Nice.
that, 'cause it's too connected with
That's
your family.
Right.
okay. So I'll
But
have
if we
to
can
do
like
some,
send your mom a screen grab of like, so you know, this is what you've raised your son to do. How do you feel about yourself? She's enraged.
Wow. And so you would take comments and messages that people would send you.
Yep.
And
Capture them and then
Yeah.
send them to everybody in their family to see how they liked it. Just so everyone can proofread this.
And
Is this
you-
a message
how-
that
what if
Team
someone-
Homework is putting out?
how do you
What-
find addresses? You look them up, or
You just send them to their DM on
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes. Oh,
And by
yeah,
the
'cause
way,
you- oh.
a lot of people are not that smart on Facebook. Older people, they do have their addresses stuff up there. You can get mail.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Message
Lisa,
them.
you're so
No,
psycho.
sadly, I don't have time for that anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't have time anymore.
But I wish
yeah.
I did.
Yeah. now you're busy as fuck.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm
Moms
like,
were always traumatized.
if someone has like a fantasy, it's like, oh, I want Lisa to be in touch with my mom.
Yeah.
Or like if I just leave a mean comment, then she'll be talking to my dad, my stepdad.
Right.
My
Right. Yeah.
cousin
Now someone's gonna
Greg.
start trolling you on purpose.
Yeah,
Lisa's
yeah.
gonna call me.
This is how I get in.
It is true though. People will DM. A couple times I've since responded. They'd be like, "Nah, I'm just joking. Playa, you the best."
They want
Oh.
attention. They
Want attention.
Because
Yeah.
in a compliment is our brains don't factor in nice, like one mean comment trumps 200 nice
Yeah.
ones, hypothetically. Not that I've ever read 200
It is
comments on
weird
it.
how that one mean comment will get stuck in your.
Maybe like 1 to 10.
I'm like, if you
Is he
aggregate all
trying
of
to
my
say he doesn't get
posts,
200 comments?
I'm like, if you added up all the comments on all of my posts in the history of the internet, we might hit 200. We might hit the 200 mark.
I got more
Raybould
than that.
archive.
Yo, we want this. If this gets clipped, I just want one video with 200 comments.
Okay, rock and freaking roll.
That's-
Cut to
Mission
me and Lisa
statement
talking
here.
about hot towels after dicks. That's how it will happen. Won't be anything you say, but we'll make it happen. Yay!
You edit me out of the show. I'm like, I said like it's hard to cut around my
Yeah, you were
dialogue.
just not there, and they turned this into a chair somehow. Hey, I can do anything.
fine.
Okay, so you are freaking busy as shit. I was on your Wikipedia.
It's not accurate. So
Okay,
you know. Here's the thing with Wikipedia. When people hate you, they change your Wikipedia
Right.
page all the time.
Wait, but it said all good stuff.
Yes, but there's things
okay.
on there I don't want to on there.
Oh, wait,
also, the
I was
last
gonna
name
talk
is
about-
wrong. Last name is wrong. They
okay.
have my last name wrong, so everyone thinks that's my last name.
Right.
And I have a person that has editorial that can go in 4 times a year and change it, but you can only do it 4 times a year.
Oh.
So 4 times a year, it's right for about 3 days.
Wow.
And then that person goes in and changes everything. What bothers me is like,
so
there's
wiki.
just some things on it. It's so wiki.
That you,
So
that
wiki.
You can only make it correct 4
times a year.
times, but
Yeah.
anyone can just do to this day.
Yes.
Do and add whatever they
Yeah.
want.
What did you find interesting?
Advocacy. Your advocacy
Okay, I do a lot of
section?
advocacy work.
That's what
I
I
still
was
do.
going to go to.
Yeah, I still do that a lot. I just
Yeah.
got 2 vending machines put on campus at Temple University so the students could have contraceptives and Plan B pills.
Nice. Turn up.
So that
now
was
I
a
know where
big
to Uber to
accomplishment.
next time.
Something for me to go protest.
Brett,
By the way,
not even funny.
the
You're wearing
Hustler
a
store in
Pride
Soho
jersey.
not only has Plan B, but they also have the kits where you can test your drugs. So the Hustler store in Soho is quicker than you go into
Let's
Temple.
freaking rock and roll.
And cheaper than CVS.
Now, okay, so on the Wikipedia it said like 2007 or 10. You said I'm not doing shoots without condoms.
Yes.
And then
probably around
and
2007
then
we
you
were
started
voting for it. And
buying
then,
all condoms and stuff for people you worked with,
yeah, and
which seems so recent.
and also, but we couldn't get it done. Companies wouldn't shoot it. There was only one company at that time that would allow it, and they didn't have the distro I needed. So what I did instead was I just put my credit card down at every testing center, and everybody I was working with had to get a fresh test the day before they worked with me. So I did that, and that worked.
Yeah.
But that was a big thing because I think if we found a really sexy way to put a condom on in a scene, it could really help young people tie that in with their experience. We know that schools are not educating sex ed anymore.
How can I demonstrate?
Because condom putting on is
Give
the
me a
least
little
intimate
bag.
thing. He's like,
I might have a condom in my bag.
go get it. Go.
Oh my God. He has a girlfriend and he's still carrying a condom. Why is this happening? You
could
picked
do,
up on this, right? Why is he still carrying condoms? He has a girlfriend. Are you guys still using condoms?
Wait a
That's good.
second.
I'm not saying against them. You might test.
Yeah, you guys still using condoms?
Maybe they're testing. Maybe you're.
Yeah, maybe they're using it so we can last longer.
Okay, so let's see what he's buying. Okay, this
Free.
is.
That's a
Can
free
we put
condom.
on
Oh
that water
my
bottle?
God! An NYC free.
Ew, it's an XL.
And do you trust
It's
these
an
free
NYC
It's
one.
an XL.
So
It's been in my bag for about
Can you put on this?
15
I
years.
can.
It's an XL.
Yeah, I actually carried around for this show.
So you.
my Trojan micros
Once a
are in
prop
the other
comic,
pot.
always a prop comic.
So do we have a good
Okay,
angle?
hold on.
We're
Okay,
ready?
so
How
you
do you
guys,
put it on?
you guys are gonna be the.
I'm the male talent.
You're a couple doing an amateur scene.
And it's amateur.
It's a
scene.
romantic
By the
couple
way,
doing an amateur scene.
That is your wiener.
It's a little small for me.
Hey, he's huge. Hey, your dick has a cap.
So everyone knows
Yeah, no, I put a little yarmulke on when I don't want to pee or cum.
he's not
close it up.
circumcised. So all condoms by law are tested to the same regulations, even if you buy generic or a name brand. It's just a thing that our government has done. So we won't judge Brett for having a free condom. Okay,
They're the free ones at the bar.
I don't know what bars, but I think it's great. I want to
think
send
it's
them all
great.
thank you notes.
This is like what
That's
she advocates
in
for.
New York City,
So-
there's free condoms at most bars.
I didn't
a
know
lot
that.
of bars. They just have a bowl.
So I see it in Brooklyn.
okay. So we know the trick first of
Okay.
all is we need to know which end we're looking
Yeah.
at, right? Want to know.
That was.
I usually
So-
just make him put it on. So I'm.
I want to hold
Oh,
my
that's
own
right.
dick.
He's holding it.
Let me hold my
So
dick.
there's
Lisa.
multiple ways
Stop!
you
I
can
have
do
to get it hard first.
I actually have some girlfriends
Sorry,
that
sorry, one second.
Hold on one
can do it with
second.
their mouths like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah,
The condom
yeah.
with
They're
their
like,
mouth, they can put it on. It's
you
amazing.
really? Not you, but awesome. Really?
So what you want to be doing is you want to make it an intimate experience where you're still engaging. Maybe you're kissing. Maybe you're making eye contact.
getting
Now,
this?
mind you,
on
he's
here?
very thick on
Sorry,
the top.
I'm very thick.
Are we getting
I
this?
think I'm
Sorry about my girth.
Well, you're going soft, so that's a problem. Oh, there we go.
That was not
And you have
sexy.
to laugh through it and say ha ha he he.
It's the eye contact.
Yeah,
and
look
the
at her.
stroke of the wrist.
Look at her, and she
It's
totally
really
she elevated your
going to
dick
put
off of
on
your
there.
body. Now, Brett's where to go? Okay, yeah, and so
I'm never gonna get rid of this water bottle. I'm keeping this water bottle forever.
We can sell it.
yeah, you have
We
to.
actually could.
You could.
This is
You
for
could.
sale.
Yeah.
This
You
is for
can
sale.
put a condom on in
You
a sexy
can.
way.
You go, put on your jacket. Put on your jacket. We're going outside.
It's like a 90s kids show.
18-year-old kids.
It's like all that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was putting on
put the condom on. Put the condom on.
and that's
What the hell was that?
That's
was
peak
so good.
sexy. That was
so
beautiful.
good.
That was my first time singing.
So yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry that we wasted your free condom.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
okay. It's a free condom. And if anyone would like to buy this, get in touch. This is for sale. Internet, this is for sale. All proceeds go to us three.
Us three.
Eating
Ended
out.
there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just ended at us three.
Us three
Yeah.
and the staff. No.
We'll allocate it later.
No, yeah, that comes out of your portion. That
We
comes out
can
of your
bring
portion.
them
We'll get the initial
leftovers.
lump.
We'll bring them
and
leftovers.
Hollywood
They'll be fine.
accounting.
Yeah.
You guys get 10% of the net.
Nice.
And,
Yeah,
In
and-
Hollywood accounting, there will be no net. So,
Yeah. So
Sounds good.
This got
dollars.
real detailed, real
Yeah.
fast.
This is. I'll put. I swear to God, I'll put this on eBay.
I literally dare you because both of you actually are business moguls.
Well, you know,
as they would
and
say.
both of us moguls. You know, this guy has albums. I don't know if you know that. I haven't tapped into this yet, but I do like to talk about
No,
it.
I don't want to brag on Spotify.
But you can actually buy the album itself, right?
You can buy
I do
the album.
have a vinyl for sale.
And is that from the same special you shot at Stand Up New York?
Yes. Yeah.
And that one is called I'm Quitting Comedy?
no,
Raybould Quits
Brett
Comedy?
Tiresome Comedy.
No, it's actually.
I wasn't trying to do
I like
that.
it's called.
I was like, okay, do your fucking research before I
Message
ask
is the
you.
same.
Wow.
Do your
Look, I wrote on the whiteboard, Brett Raybould retires.
You read
Oh, I have it written down.
Lisa's wiki page. Didn't bother writing mine.
Right, well, you're mentioning hers, but
I
there's
know.
no hyperlink.
Wow.
So.
I
I need to go check
There's
this out. Did
nothing
they
else.
add Better Halves on already?
They had it listed.
I got my first Wikipedia debut.
Oh my God, this is fantastic.
It's
I
because
didn't know. You
yeah,
put it on my page.
I'm on the Wikipedia
It's in
debut.
there.
I'm
That's
on
fantastic.
Yeah.
Lisa's
Did they
page.
spell his name with one T? Because I could waste
Yeah.
one of my 4 times a year making sure they have your name spelled right. 'Cause that will bother me
we'll put
way
that-
more
we'll
than
put
my
that in
fake
the
last name.
requests. Absolutely.
We'll
Because
do
when
your-
fans think they know me really well, they use the last name that's on my Wikipedia. They think they're like getting over on me and they'll send me an IG message. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, it's not my fucking name.
Bitch.
All right. You
what
don't know.
name is
right.
listed?
They spelled it right?
Yeah, they did.
Thank you.
Yo.
Your guy or whoever added that.
This is huge.
Good people.
This
Good
is
people.
huge.
This
I'm
is
thrilled.
huge.
Yeah.
This is huge.
This is huge.
Yeah.
That's great, you guys.
This is huge. It
Two
is
better halves in the
two
room.
better halves.
And
And it was Brett and I together that came up with the name.
Yes.
And naming the
Yes.
show was probably one of the times where we got to know each other the most.
I had some pretty bad recommendations.
let me hear some names.
The one that Lisa, I think, disliked the most, it was
Mommy Knows Best.
Mommy Knows Best.
Oh.
First
You know-
of all, I did star in that
Yes,
series
she
already.
does.
Okay, in the 2000s.
And
It was directed by Mr. Pete, and I remember, but it was very triggering.
that's his name,
'cause
Mr. Pete?
Yeah, it's
Yo,
his stage
Mr.
name, Mr.
Pete.
Pete. And I said to him, that's very triggering,
Yeah.
but that's how we came up with the segment, Triggered. Because I think it's
Right.
weird that guys have started to sexualize, and I get it, porn did it, I didn't love it, I never liked the mom roles. MILF
It's a
I'm fine
lot.
with, stepmom, no.
It's all of the homepage now.
Yes,
At
exactly.
least
It's
mine.
gross. It's gross. But why? The mommy thing is so
The
cringy.
mom and the stepmom and the stepsister
When a
is
guy calls
actually
me
more
mommy,
cringy
like
to me.
in my messages on OF, like, "Hey, mommy," I'm like, so "Let's get this straight. You're disrespecting your mom."
Yeah.
You
yeah.
wanna- you wanna-
oh,
It
you
is-
want to DP your mom?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
you want to go
Okay.
in the same hole you came out of.
Okay, yeah, weird.
No, I was just talking about you, but that's your mother.
Yeah, do a little
That's
homecoming.
Her name. She
Yeah.
earned that name. She carried you.
Do a
She
little
fed you.
Well, what do you guys think about stepsister? That's all over.
Honestly,
Or is that a tale as old as time?
it's tales.
I'm relatively new to consuming porn.
Oh, let's
FYI.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Really?
So
I'm out of the game.
Actually,
Oh.
when
You know what? You
good
did
guy
that?
alert, nice guy alert. No, you ain't, bitch. You said you watch it on your freaking
Look,
phone.
Kanye said that. Now he's starting Yeezy porn. You know what I'm saying?
Is he really?
That's the
Wow.
only porn I'll break my sabbatical for.
Yeezy.
Easy taught me.
Interesting use of words there.
That is.
Right.
That's true.
Sabbatical. Easy. Jews. Okay. So do I got to spell it out for you guys?
Wait, you're new to the porn game?
Yeah. So
what's your favorite?
I think kind of when I did your podcast, and I was like, I don't know actually a lot about Lisa Ann. So and then I
Googled
looked
me.
up after it. Well, I think I told maybe someone, and they were like, "Whoa!" And then I was reading your Wikipedia and all your stuff. And that's
then did
it.
you Google me like a normal person?
Like for porn wise?
Yeah, well, porn just kind of comes up first.
Yeah. Well, I Googled you because I looked up all the other stuff, but I haven't watched your porn. I'm blushing right now. I don't know
we
why.
know each
You
other.
know what's dope?
I know.
Can I give a shout
Well,
out?
I have a friend who
Yeah.
did porn, and I looked it up.
It is just honestly, when you meet someone, and I've met some of your friends or you know porn stars.
Yeah.
Truly, I'm not even just saying this to do the nice guy thing. It
Yeah.
really like makes you not want to
Watch them.
watch them like
Yeah, I'm
their
like-
porn. Not that they're not a gorgeous woman.
There's just a new connection. It
There's just-
humanizes
you just
us.
go like-
it
and
didn't
now
even
I
cross
know
my
this.
mind to like look it up.
Yeah.
Right now, I
because-
know this
yeah.
is a person,
Yeah.
like a human. and it just totally.
Like all my friends who have OnlyFans, I've never gone in or ventured in. Didn't even cross my mind. But I have male comedian friends who like we'll be at a show and you'll be like, you meet that girl? She's an OnlyFans girl. And the guy's like, yeah, I already looked her up. It's just, I literally heard a guy be like, it was just tasteful news. And they're like, all right, pass.
like that quick I don't want to get to know her or anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what she's, doing on her free time. Maybe she's a surfer or whatever.
Yeah.
Nope. Only tasteful news. Like, I can get them anywhere.
Yeah.
I can sign up for $9.99 a month.
Yeah. The nonchalance was,
So what do you find you enjoy? Like what makes you feel comfortable and not weird? Because the thing with watching when you first start watching is sometimes you find something, but you get stuck on something and it makes you like get completely out of anything like intimate. You're like,
I know
why am I thinking about that girl and if she's okay? And now it's worrying me.
True.
And she doesn't look present or happy. I've got to switch this. Or do I stay and make sure she's okay?
Right.
And then you want to go over and watch something else. And then you're like, well, I just gave my 30 minutes that I had for this task.
know.
And now I got to get a shower and meet a friend. You know?
I know.
That's the way you masturbate. I have 30 minutes allotted for this masturbation period. For me, it goes as long or as short. Huh?
She has to get to the sample sale.
You gotta get to the sample sale.
Yeah, what do you have to do? And porn can get away from you.
Yes, it can. It's like Twitter, the internet.
Yeah,
just
scroll.
scrolling.
So you do 5 videos,
what do you
15
like?
minutes each. Okay. Oh, wow.
What's your shit?
Freaking out.
What, do you like this? I bet you do.
I kind of like
I bet you do
when...
like this, you little freaky son of a gun.
Get that away from me. Freaky little condom water bottle.
We're selling it.
Hi,
We're selling it.
Guys, the price is going up. It's
I'm going to keep touching
it's a new
it.
form of Bret Raybould's currency. Yeah, keep
It actually
touching it.
is worth more if Lisa touches it.
Yeah, actually,
me touching it decreases the value.
If you are actually depreciating it right now.
My dick.
I'm into low key. I'm into.
Are you talking about
no one has
perfectly curated for women porn?
No one
they
has
have to leave the room. They have to sit with me after this.
on Pornhub. No one's ever
what do I like?
searched low key.
I want to
soft.
I want to like enter into like a couple like fucking like who seem like they live together. And they maybe like the girl can kind of look like me. I got into like when they like pale girls with red hair. Because it's like the guys having sex with me.
From,
so they look like me.
You search.
What is her name?
But
She's
but
Madeline.
And on Pornhub,
You
if you find someone, they'll show you videos underneath of this. Yeah,
come on.
I'm just
So it's
picturing your search.
I don't have a search. It'll be like homepage fixes me with something.
There's a girl from
and
Boy
then-
Meets world that's doing porn now.
Oh,
What's her
really?
name?
The friend.
Was it what?
It's not
She has a book
Topanga.
out.
She does, no, not Topanga.
I
She
would
has
have
red
known
hair.
if it was
the red hair
Topanga.
girl, right?
She goes by, I can see her and I can't say her name. She goes by Miss Robinson on Instagram. Madeline, was it Boy Meets World? It was a show.
Madeline Ward?
Yes.
Okay.
Maitland Ward.
Maitland Ward.
Ooh, I was so close.
Maitland Ward, yeah.
You might like her because her
Okay,
look is
I'll
very
look her up.
similar. Yeah.
Redhead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just pretend that it's me getting pounded.
Okay, all right. So you're
Is
singing
that what we're
with boy
supposed to
girl
do? Or
right
I don't
now?
know. Yeah.
Not a lot of group scenes. Little girl,
you know,
gangbangs.
I stumbled upon a gangbang once and was curious.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
once you get horny, you're like, anything goes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Fucking really.
There's a lot to look at there.
There was sometimes,
I
you know what
don't
I got
agree.
into for a second? Like
Yeah.
audio guided stuff. That was pretty cool.
I like that
Nuh-uh.
The guy telling you what to do.
Just sensory.
It's like JOIs, jerk off instructions.
Yeah.
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 That's what that stands for?
LOL.
I'm dead serious.
JOIs, jerk off instructions.
I was like, joy.
It's so
jerk
weird,
off. And that's when a woman is like, jerk it.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's like, don't come. She's like, if you
jerk
come, I'm
it.
gonna kill you.
They actually want
you
a
better not
countdown.
come.
It's very
Yes,
specific.
yes.
So they
Super
normally
specific.
want a countdown from 10. And then you have to think of 10 creative things to say in between as you're counting down, right? So that's always the challenge, is like not repeating yourself, you know?
Yeah, because I repeat myself. I'm like, wow, it feels so good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I'm
You
gonna
give me like 10, I really
sexy-
want you to come. 9, you should come now. 8, you're going to come in 7 or
I think
7.
you're gonna come.
This sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
But
5 lords
you know,
leaping.
when people first started asking me for them many years ago, when this was brought to me, and I was like, what does that mean? And I would say to them, like, I only want to talk to guys that know how to jerk off on their own. Like, it weirds me off
For
that you
real.
need instructions. Of all things that men need instructions for, you would think that's the one thing.
Not to
I
brag.
don't need to teach you how to fucking do. You know, it just gave me the cringe.
Right.
I'm pretty independent.
Am I cringe by doing that?
No,
JOI
you
for-
know what
It's
you're into
more
the
like
ASMR.
Yeah.
It's the ASMR that you like.
Yeah.
That's what you like about it. It's softer for a woman too.
Unfortunately, a lot of the videos are like British guys, which I'm not into.
Really?
And it'll be like,
I
see you there sitting.
like
That could make you look out. That could make me close my blinds.
You've been such a bad girl this week, haven't you?
pussy's a little
Why
gov now.
don't you take off your clothes, little girl? And I'm like, now I have to pull out my phone and search again.
You're like American.
On the bed, like, all right, next one.
So you're doing free porn right now, right?
Yes, is that bad too?
No, no, no. Look, it's out there. What are you gonna
Anti-feminist.
do?
Oh, I'm freaking out.
Doesn't bother me.
There's-
I just pull up Pornhub, jill off in 20 minutes, and
same.
then move on for like 4 days.
So what do you think about the fact that
4
X
days.
is now going to be the biggest competitor with Pornhub because X announced the other day
Porn,
that they are fully going to allow porn.
Fully.
Which
Which
I
they
thought, by the
already-
way, who was not shocked? Like, I've seen all kinds of porn.
By the way, it'll be like, Obama announces writing a memoir.
And then 10 posts underneath there.
Here's my memoir.
yes.
What is
Go to my
this?
OnlyFans for my memoir. Yeah.
It's just the internet.
So some guy screen grabbed a bunch of those and put them
Yes.
under Elon
What
Musk.
is
So
this?
the thread under the announcement was one of the best
Hilarious.
threads I've read in a month.
Because it's like,
Because everyone was like, what?
Just tons of tits.
Porn.
But the one I liked the most was somebody
But,
saying
but,
direct competition for Pornhub.
yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
now are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
So
But I still
now I
think-
do like the direction he's taken the company.
But I still think you're going to go to Pornhub because you still don't want to know like what Nancy made for dinner. Like when you're scrolling to look for porn, you
Yes.
don't want to veer off into your friend's tweet.
yeah,
I
my
think people
friend's
will just probably
self-promotion.
get off Twitter more and on it. But I think they'll probably be like, I'm not doing that.
It's
No.
going to be interesting because I don't
Very
know how much
interesting.
more porn we get. I mean, you can't open it on a phone in public spaces.
Yes.
I have my sensitivity. Look at me. I have my sensitivity features on. So like, I don't get a lot of stuff, even news. But it was because I follow all my friends and like, I don't want to be rude, but they're gaping assholes out at 6 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
it's totally, and
I'm
that's how I
just
feel
trying to
about my
fucking
friends'
tweet, you know what I'm saying?
stand-up
Like, I'm just
clips.
yeah.
Same thing, you know what I mean? I don't want to see their gaping assholes, and I don't want to see their take on Ukraine. So, or a crowd work clip too.
You know what? But
And I don't want them to see my stuff either.
I might start putting up some gaping asshole pics just to
to
spice your
freak-
feet up,
Thank
change it up a
you.
little.
Thank
You're
you.
used to just little shitty
She's
crowd
like,
work
I
moments.
do think you
muting
should go to a salon and do some trimming back there.
Is
if you're
this
gonna
kind
do
of
that.
is this
No,
sexy?
you agree. I feel it. A waxing should take place of some sort.
Absolutely.
I should wax.
Or bleaching.
Both.
Yeah,
We can do both.
do both.
What is
Now-
bleaching your asshole?
You bleach the hairs.
Oh, we
You
also
bleach
bleach the
them.
skin. a
The
bit.
skin,
Oh, is it?
right?
Oh, I'm
Skin, it's not
stupid.
the
To
hair.
make it
Is it?
just like
Oh,
skin.
because it's dark.
You know-
It's dark down
Yeah.
there. on Some people,
Yeah.
not all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a
Mine's a
scary
light
thing.
wow,
brown.
but that's like racist to not have like we're against dark assholes.
It's a dark little.
No, I think it's like dark because of like poo, right?
No, it's
No,
not.
it gets
It's the
dark
no.
because the
It's
skin has
Caroline.
circulation to the skin.
Caroline. My God. What do you think? It got stained? Like when you spill red wine on it?
like your teeth.
After repeated use, why not?
Okay, it makes
Not a
sense.
bad theory.
I see where your theory is going. If we were 8,
Yeah.
but we're
you're
adults and we use baby
39.
wipes. Okay.
No, where does it
Let
go?
me
Are you
ask you a
leaving
question.
poo down there to stain?
Yeah. Are you washing?
Where does it go?
I know
She
how to
is.
wipe.
She's super clean.
I know
yeah.
how to wipe.
Yeah,
Not
or
really.
well, I don't know. Now I don't know anymore.
Listen, I don't. I was just trying to.
We were just we're wondering
But
why that.
bleaching is a thing.
Yeah, no, I've heard of bleaching your
and waxing
asshole.
the
Yes.
asshole is a thing too.
I didn't know they were bleaching the colors. I've
Yes.
heard about the dark asshole thing.
Right.
Yep.
Do you think it'll be like Sneetches? Do you know that Dr. Seuss book?
Oh yes, of course.
Where like
yes.
people are like it's
yes.
actually trendy now to have a dark
Yes.
asshole.
Well, it's like yes,
so we're
same
actually
thing as
darkening assholes. You, if anyone could, like,
assholes and pussies.
The problem
Yeah.
with that, and the theory I have that
Yes.
just came to me in a very pornological, makes sense kind of situation, but do you want that specific hole to be any darker in a dark room? Because it's the hole you don't want someone to slip in when you're not prepared.
yeah.
Sure.
So I don't
So
want
the
it to
lights-
be darker because then it's a darker hole, harder to find, could
Yeah.
be a mistake.
And a black hole will
I would
suck you
like
in.
a black hole will suck you in. You're not always ready. If you've ever had somebody
know.
pull out and go on the wrong spot by
Bruh.
accident,
Bruh.
it's
Bruh.
not
Yeah.
ideal.
Bruh.
It is not ideal.
Bruh.
Okay?
no,
All
it's
we
alarms
should
fine.
fire
actually-
off
We
here.
should be bleaching and putting some lights in there.
Yes,
You know what I
actually.
mean?
Yeah.
Strobe
Red
lights.
for no, green for go.
Yeah. Mine's more of just a locked cage.
We haven't gone there yet.
No, can you believe that?
I didn't do it till my 30s.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even try
Right.
it. So I was like 35 years. I had
Locked
no
cage?
interest.
I had
Yes, no butthole
No
use, yeah.
butthole.
Oh,
Not even a
that's
Exit
fingy.
only. It was
Not
still
even a
only
fingy.
exit only is what I would say.
Exit
Same.
only.
Yep, me too.
Same.
I would
Me
say,
too.
sorry, it's exit only.
Too much stuff and in and
I
out.
wasn't ready. I just wasn't craving it. It wasn't a thing. And I didn't want to do it on camera just because they were giving me like, girls will do it their first time for an extra $200.
Okay.
And I'm like, for $200, you want to write this in your journal? Deal journal. I finally had anal sex for an extra
Hey.
$200.
And it was on camera.
No, I wanted to be like, I did
Yeah.
this with somebody I'm into.
Totally, yeah.
Because it is a different experience.
Now, how does that go? Like if they say like, do this, do you get a script? Like you get a script?
It depends. So you're
Before?
doing gonzo, you know what you're doing, but you do know what style scene you're doing and who you're working
Yeah.
with and what you're doing because you need to prepare if you're going to do anal because you're not going to eat for a couple of days beforehand.
Right.
So you fast.
Right.
Right. Because you don't want to get your
The
butthole
gas.
stained.
Yeah.
You don't want
Right.
stains.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want
You
stains
want to
and-
be, and
yeah.
then you just kind of
God, you have
dose
to
up on
prepare
some
for
Red Bull.
anal.
You said
like
you don't eat
it's-
for 2 days.
So, back then I would have done 2 days. Now I know my body. I know my body better and I could do a day or I could eat early in the day and then clean myself. Like now I know my body, but when I first started doing it, you're so afraid. You just starve yourself. And then on the way home,
Yeah.
I think I've told you this, you go through Carl's Jr.
Oh yeah.
You're in the drive-thru.
Oh, yeah.
You're ripping your eyelashes. Your
Oh,
cum-stained
the
eyelashes. And mind
eyelashes.
you, you did shower at the location, but you don't trust that shower.
Yeah.
And you just needed to do it to get the sticky
Just a
icky
quick
off.
sticky
And then
icky.
you put and now you're in the drive-thru and have
my
your makeup.
God.
So while you're waiting, you're picking and then you're in traffic, but you haven't eaten. And now it's on like,
So
you're going on the
hungry.
60th hour because you
Yeah.
did 48.
Now you're gonna
and
kill
you're
someone.
just in the freeway and you don't care. Your
my
Carl's
God.
That
Jr.
actually-
burger. It would have
yeah.
been the best Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
commercial
That
ever.
is
I've
an
been
ad.
pitching it forever.
That's an ad.
Been pitching
Yeah.
it forever. No one has
Yeah.
responded. But you're just,
Yeah.
and I'm face fucking this fucking Carl's
Yeah.
Jr. And I
Yeah.
remember looking around thinking, I wonder if anybody here knows
Yeah.
what I've been through today.
What do they know? You're giving the burger better
You got-
treatment than the
you're
dick.
driving home from your cubicle. Go
You're
make
like
some
a soldier
Yeah.
with his last
They
cigarette.
have no idea.
Go make some tuna helper for your kids, and I'm here just shoving. And
They have
then
no idea.
you get home and you pass out.
Yeah.
because it takes them like your body gets into shock from eating that much food in traffic on your way home.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're
Well, it might
afraid.
have been the other
You're afraid to
stuff.
poop. Then after that, you're afraid to poop. So it's like then the next day it's a mess.
Really?
You're so afraid to poop because
Just
if it was
it's
a
gonna
rough
hurt?
scene, it's gonna hurt.
And these
Now-
are big dicks.
If it is an extra big dick, you don't do the Carl's Jr. You stick with soft foods for like 2 days.
Oh my
Really?
Yeah,
Just
I've done
'cause-
that. I've
just
done
'cause-
soft foods after a scene for 3-4 days.
Just because of the risk.
Smoothies only. I
Yeah,
never-
really.
Gosh.
Any
Wow.
leakage?
Let
Any
that
leakage?
Nope. I've always been a
Yeah.
really, very
Taut.
anal about it.
Hey, turn up. Turn up.
Come on.
No.
Better halves on Sirius
Oh,
XM.
better half. That's the better half.
Yes.
So
Facts.
he's the better half.
I know, I was joking.
You do realize that.
Joke about that.
You do
man.
realize that I feel, this is how I feel about Bret, is Bret's going to get the call one day where it's like, okay, you're going on a world tour. And I'm going to be like, okay, I'm in this studio alone trying to find a replacement Bret, which
Yeah.
it's not going to be the same. So we're just using his talents
Rife.
Yeah.
while we have
It's
them.
not going to be the
You
same
can,
at all.
you can call Matt Rife.
Yeah.
I don't know. After the Radio City incident, I think we'll leave that one live for a
Yeah.
while. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
the
an
incident?
Radio
I
City.
did get dragged out of Radio City at a Matt Rife show, which was supposed to be the first time I was going to ever meet him in person because the show we did for Sirius, we did remotely.
Zoom.
And I got dragged out for being on my phone, even though I wasn't on my phone.
What?
And then I was like, show me that I
Really?
was on my phone camera or check my phone to check the data. And when they wouldn't do that, they're like, if you don't want to leave right now, then we're going to arrest you for trespassing. So it was like a game on situation where I was like, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
this is
then
Lisa's.
Weird.
Yeah, I got set up. It was somebody that doesn't like me that has somebody that works there, and I'm working through it. Because now I'm banned from all James Dolan properties.
And does
because
that include MSG?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I went to a game, got pulled aside, but I had team issued tickets. They would have to go and talk to somebody on the team
Yeah.
about not letting
Yeah.
me in, but they had security watch us at our seat the whole time.
Ew, I
I've
hate
never been
that.
a problem.
Get
But
your fucking
anywho,
eyes off me, bitch.
It was 45 minutes. I had to get some great content out of
Yeah.
it. I didn't get arrested, but I don't know if I want to. So no, not Matt. So we
yeah,
have to
nix
find-
that one.
Yeah, nix
Sorry,
that.
another
Nix
bad
that
idea
one.
from
Yeah, yeah.
me.
Nix that.
Just don't go on the road without
I'm
us
shocked to hear
pre-recording our
that.
shows.
I will only
Yeah.
do one-nighters at breweries from now to the end of
No,
time.
Yeah.
I want you to
He's
get
like,
we know
he's the brewery
You realize
guy.
that when I put
I'm
this
the guy.
package
He's the
together,
guy.
I said, Bret and I have big schedules. Let's pre-record all these shows so we can still do
Yeah.
our other stuff. I'm not
Me and
taking away-
Lisa have equally busy schedules.
Yeah, Brett-
equally busy.
Yeah.
Equally busy.
We do. You're writing all the time because you write plays and things that none of us do. Like,
Yeah.
he does a lot.
Brett, if
Thank
you
you,
wrote
Lisa.
a porno, what would your what would it be?
You know what I have thought about? And this is a goal. I've told you this life goal. We all are familiar with the EGOT,
Yes.
the Emmy,
Yeah.
Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I want to be the first performer to ever win an EGOTA. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, AVN Award.
Okay.
What can I win?
Did you get it right away?
You got it.
Right away?
And if not,
growing.
if not,
You got a regatta.
you got a regatta. And if not the EGOT, at least just the At the very least, male newcomer of the year, maybe, or there's like a screenwriting category. Honestly,
I'd like to have him do the stand up.
You have a couple Oz. You have a couple Oz.
I have quite a few Oz.
Yes.
Quite a few Oz.
yeah, of course you
More than
do.
a couple.
I had over 30, and I used to keep them
I'm apologizing for saying a
all
couple.
different like AVN, XBiz, whatever. But I used to keep them, and this was funny. Before I moved, my friends told me I had to stop doing this. So in my LA house, there was this landing when you went up to my bedroom, and I had this huge shelf there with all of my awards because I felt every guy, as you're taking those final steps up those next 6 steps into the actual bedroom that you've been like, we've been making out on the couch, and you felt you could handle all of this, right? And then you have to make that stop and see all of my awards, best everything before you make the loop. And when my girlfriend came, she was like, you got to stop doing that to dudes. You got to.
That's funny.
No, that's
good.
awesome.
It was
good.
No, if you're
Yeah.
going to enter the Thunderdome,
That's what I
you
say.
better be worthy.
That's
You
what I
better-
say.
Yeah.
So how are you getting, other than that, do you have any porn ideas? Like, would it be based
Yeah.
around comedy?
Well, here's
Yeah,
what
would
I
you
will
do a
say.
comedy porn?
Here's what I will
horror
say.
porn?
Horror porn. Oh God, that'd be miserable.
Fun.
But here's what I think that because I told you this story where Lainey, our friend, invited me to an event for a porn movie called The Devil and Miss Jones. It was a porn movie in the 70s made by the same filmmakers who did Deep Throat. What I learned is that 70s pornos were made with a lot of heart, a lot of like storytelling verve, and a lot of filmmaking talent. And it did make
They were
me
long.
They were. It
Yeah.
was like a
Real
2.
movie.
Like a VHS.
Told a whole story.
Yeah.
And if you watched the non-pornographic scenes, you'd be like, "This looks like a good movie."
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like it,
Yeah.
like you,
Yeah.
like the
But you had to
acting-
watch it in a movie theater with other people
Right.
in
right.
public.
This
right,
was
and that was
pre-getting
the
them.
first time I'd ever watched porn with a group of all those like 80
Yeah.
people. Or
It was
something.
you, Pee Wee Herman,
my boy Pee Wee. I made
that other guy.
took turns jerking each other off.
Yeah.
And so I would say like you would have to be very financially successful because the market may not buy. But I think there should be a porn maker who makes like a good, true,
Like a Linklater.
real Linklater.
Yeah.
Boyhood.
Yeah.
We made it over 20 years. We followed this kid's fucking journey.
He started jacking it.
At
now he can't get hard.
Now he can't get. Now he's 38. Can't
Yes.
get hard from VR AI
Stressed
porn.
as fuck. Tries every OnlyFans. Nothing's
Lives in
working.
his mom's
Nothing's
basement.
Might be gay.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
that's the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be one of
Boyhood.
those.
I think that'll do
Manhood.
really
Yeah.
well.
Manhood. We'll call it manhood.
Manhood. Yeah. Yeah, you
That
can do like
actually is a-
18 to just to
Manhood?
keep it cool.
Yeah,
18
no.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe 25. I don't know.
We don't. Yeah, we don't need to commit
at
a
those theaters-
felony
At those
for this
theaters-
idea.
Sounds French.
Yeah, we're casting a 13-year-old. Yeah,
We want to
not
see how
doing
you
that.
grow sexually.
At those theaters, the couples would buy popcorn, and they would take the hole out, and the woman would jerk
Right.
off her husband
Right.
in the popcorn container. Guys that went alone
Yeah.
would lay the newspaper over their lap.
I've done that.
Mm.
I've done that.
The popcorn. or
The popcorn
newspaper?
jerk, of course.
In what movie? The
Get
Lego
Out,
movie?
You want to make it better? Lisa, I haven't really done this.
She's like, you crazy.
I'm like, tell me more. I don't know if I believe you. He's very convincing.
I know. Yeah. You never know if it's sarcastic or real.
Thank
Yeah,
you. It's
you
true.
never know.
I'm having a great time on your
I'm
show.
having. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, yeah. I'm having a great time.
Is that a joke or is that real?
I was actually saying it sincerely, but I wanted to do a joke as if I somehow wouldn't.
So you
be.
would make a porn movie that, like, a good movie, good porn movie.
I truly think, that it would be fun to make a good one, but you'd have to like find a way to make the sex. I wouldn't know how to make the sex original.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you're shooting movies like that, that's how it was when I got into the business. So we'd be on set for 4 days. Maybe one day would be sex, but the rest was dialogue and really making sure that dialogue was important. And sex day was never a dialogue day, so they spaced it out. So I think by then, usually when they would save the sex days, we were kind of into it because we had been, around each other for 3-4 days. There was some
Sex
sort of a
crush.
build up, and it was like
Sex
the
crush.
grand
Sex
finale.
crush.
Yeah.
So the sex just comes naturally with good performers.
Yes.
But I could step in and direct the sex scenes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh,
And
you're
do that
hired.
movie.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
and I'll be in them.
You're
Yes.
hired.
Yes.
You're hired. What part do you want?
The guy,
The main-
not
main
the guy.
man?
I'll be the main man sexual awakening when he turns like 26, and I'm like, hi, I'll show you.
Yeah, rock bottom moment.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Maddie.
I think we have to move on from this topic,
Okay, let's go.
unfortunately, for time's purposes.
Yeah.
And we'll look into cutting Bret out.
Yes, totally fair.
Cannot do it. I'm touching him. I'm touching him.
We're going to take a couple hotline calls.
Okay.
You are like moving and grooving.
Always.
You are not doing video
No.
performance anymore,
No.
but you do a million other things.
Yeah.
What is your advice for a young gun, Bret, Maddie Smith, who's just starting out, keeping themselves relevant, keeping their fan base awakened, staying, what if I'm not on Wild and Out? Just like you don't do porn. What if I don't do that anymore? How do you stay excited and moving and grooving?
It's constantly being sure that you are keeping your fan base engaged in one way or another. And it could be as simple as hosting IG lives and just letting them know that you're present in a real time form. But once you've got to know your community and you know what they love, it becomes really easy to share a little antidote from your day, a little story, but it has to be consistent because when you don't have anything going, it seems harder to find content.
Yeah.
And all you really need to do, I tell my friends this all the time, sit with your phone and go 2 years ago and just go through a bunch of pictures and make a couple of photos, like relive something that you already did that you can make a reel out of or something. You have so much already in your phone and you'll have fun. It'll jog some memories in your brain. And then you can keep putting out cool content because your newer followers might not have seen it yet, but it's just about staying consistent. That's really the whole thing.
Lisa
That's really
is a truly, both in person and to her fans, I guess even digitally, incredibly generous with her spirit and time. So much so that I've talked to some of your peers or younger women starting out in the porn game. Some of them don't. I'll just say this: Lisa on her OnlyFans legitimately talks to people.
Yeah.
and it's less sexual. That's what's like cool about you and some of
I
your
train
fans.
them like, yo, that work is done.
Yeah.
You want to talk
Yeah.
to me about the game that's coming up on Thursday? We're going to see some NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
You can talk to me about something else.
Fantasy baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could go and talk to an imposter. That imposter is going to give you everything you want.
Yes.
They're going to small talk you in the DM. They're going to scam you out of a gift card
I know.
to iTunes. I'm happy for you.
I know a guy who
But-
freaking dated an OnlyFans girl, and she gave him part of her income to be the
write-
commenter back.
And see, for me,
So funny.
a couple of things. I understand the burnout factor and it's a toxic job, but my fans know my voice so much that I don't think it'd be.
Yeah.
Me
too.
Just
Even when I once had someone try to take over my social media to post in, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, you would never use a
What is
word.
this?
You see a word, you're
What
like,
is
I
it?
would never say
What is
that.
it?
Yeah.
Exclamation points out the ass. What is this?
Because your
Why
generation
did you use that
thinks
emoji?
my generation is insane because we use capitalization and
Oh, I know.
punctuation. I
Everyone
read an
hears
article in the New
lowercase.
York Post 2
Yeah.
years ago. I've never been the same. It says that we're defined by the fact that we are psychotic for using capitals and punctuation.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be all lowercase. And also, I can't rock with that because I
actually
love
don't rock with
Grammarly.
it.
It's one of my best friends. We
Yeah.
make sweet love
Yes.
all the time, me and Grammarly, because I love good grammar. But one thing I do to appease you is I make sure that when I'm wearing sneakers, my socks aren't showing. I've switched to your kinds of socks. So the younger generation will like the socks that are completely hidden. Well, not in those shoes. But I pick my battles.
I totally get that.
I pick my battles. But you know, in sneakers,
No, I
you
get
know
it.
what
I
I'm
know what
talking
you mean.
about.
I know what you mean.
The
I know what you mean.
hidden
Yes.
socks. And I
Look,
never
he's got
liked-
them on.
what is
No,
that,
but they
Zach?
should be even hidden.
Oh,
more.
even more hidden.
Really?
Yeah.
I read
Like
that.
no show.
I read
No
that
show at
article.
all.
I'm like, you know what? This is what I can cater to.
I'm
They're
not
never going to know
showing-
I'm Gen X because my socks aren't showing.
No
When
socks.
I'm walking down the street, I'll look young.
No socks. No socks.
No socks. No socks.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna show my feet on camera without a little money? Get out of here.
No, that's I put these on
I'm
without
gonna show
socks, and
my
I said
feet.
we're not doing that today.
I got you.
They freaking wish.
Yeah, you
They could get
always
their
gotta
hands on
wrap them in
these.
socks. You always.
Why?
Because it's more comfortable.
Oh, in your shoes, yes, but they're the tiny hiding socks. They're the ones that just go over the front of your feet.
pads.
They kind of slide down a
They
bit.
slide down,
It's
yeah.
annoying.
Slide.
Yeah.
But I'm doing that because I can't not use punctuation and capitalization. I just want
Yes.
to be cool amongst young people.
I understand. Well, I will say when I get a text from someone and they're all lowercase, I'm like, ew.
Or how about
To
just
me, that's like
abbreviation?
try hard, contrived.
When somebody says
offense.
H,
Yeah.
what is it? What is how are you? If they do it, it's like HRU, and I'm like, why? We're done.
YUD. What
You can't
doing?
give me 3 fucking
YUD.
words and a question mark. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
YWA, where you
Find
at?
your dad and DP your mom.
Oh my God.
That's how I feel about this fucking thing.
You can't let that comment go unaddressed.
I know.
Find your
It's
dad
my
and DP
favorite
your
thing to
mom.
say to a dude that's highly harassing me, like
so
on the
funny.
street.
Wow.
Somebody that's like hypersexual with me and just won't stop. It just happened the other day. My girlfriend was with me. I look at him and go, I got some advice for you, son. Go find your mom. Get your dad. Get a DP going on your mom. You'll both be fucking happy.
Oh my God.
We will
dad
both
DP
be
your mom.
fucking happy.
Yeah, because I don't want you.
I don't. Yeah, seriously.
And obviously,
Oh.
you've got problems.
Yeah.
So, your dad must have taught him to you. So,
Oh yeah. Or
find 'em.
keep it in the family.
he wasn't around. Anywho, let's take a couple calls and then we'll wrap up.
Ooh.
Thank you guys so much
We
for
already
coming
did.
through. Turn up. Turn up. Wrap that shit up. Content.
We already did.
Content. Things got pretty crazy here today in the madhouse. Do you guys want to plug anything before we la 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 la?
Let's plug the show. We have Better Halves on Sirius XM. You can find it, listen anytime on the app or on Raw Comedy Channel 99. If you, it's very funny plugging a radio show. Go to the app. That's probably the best
Go to
way.
the app or buy a car.
Yeah, buy a car, get a new
Weird for us
Nissan.
in the city
Yeah.
to say, listen to your car because we know no one has one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Also, I think I'm going to drop, I haven't told you this. I think I'm going to release a new special.
Oh,
I
that's
recorded
great.
one on, I didn't mean to record it, but I had a really special set this
Yeah.
past weekend and it got recorded.
That's great.
And I think I might just put it out.
Pop it out.
was it?
It was at a library.
Really?
A theater in a library.
And
It was just a
That's
really
so
good
great.
show. You know when you catch
Yeah.
a ridiculously hot crowd?
And you're like, that
You're
was
like, that
nuts.
was a special
Yeah.
show. And I
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. So anyway, you think I'm funny? Go
That's
to my
awesome.
YouTube.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
I'll have a
Yeah.
new one.
Cool.
Your YouTube?
Just my name, Brett Raybould, with one T.
One T.
Mother-
Uno T.
Mother-
I am at the
Plug.
real Lisa Ann on all of my stuff, so you can find everything there because I'm going to let you know what I'm doing. I do not send direct messages to anyone, so if you're getting a direct message, do not come back to me after you gave them money. All my stuff is on there. My bookstore at shoplisaann.com, my wine, Lisa by Lisa Ann, everything is there. So just go to the real Lisa Ann on all social. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, everything, YouTube, and then wine.
Wait, and this is what I love to say. If you get a bottle of Lisa by Lisa Ann,
Oh, here's what it is. The reason I named it Lisa by Lisa Ann is because I am aware that most people do believe that Lisa Ann is my real first and last name.
Right.
Because in porno, fans will come up to me and say, is Julia Ann your sister? So obviously
my
I
God.
do believe that they think that Ann is the last name. So what I said was, get on a first name basis with me over a glass of wine.
Okay.
it's so good.
Wow. That's good. That's good. So check out Lisa Wine. And
Plugs?
you guys could go to MaddySmithComedy.com. Freaking coming to Dallas, Texas, a bunch of cities, Omaha. We're coming to Louisville, Kentucky, Chicago, Wilmington, North Carolina, all this summer. And then I'm off all of August, so suck my dick up, biatch. Summer vacay, turn up.
Does the phone ring because it's
The phone doesn't ring, but we can pretend. Do you want to
Okay,
pick it up?
I do.
It's the Fucked Up Person Anonymous hotline, FUPA, the FUPA hotline. LOL. Yeah, just happened to come like that. And you can say, welcome to the FUPA hotline. How can I help you?
let's do this.
You can handle it. We can do anything you
Oh,
want.
it's even a rotary. Oh my gosh, I grew up with a phone like this. And what's funny is I remember my everybody in my family, Italians, ever had nails, so they'd use a pen to do the numbers. You know?
Oh, so cute, the pen. That's
Hello
ASMR.
there on the FUPA phone line. This is Lisa Ann. How can we help you?
I sometimes fake an orgasm with my wife because I just don't want to fuck her anymore. I'm tired. She doesn't really put in a lot of effort. It's time for bed. I'm done.
So does he make believe he comes inside her?
I was expecting a gunshot at the end of that message. Well, I was like, oh my God, this guy's really at the end of his rope.
Britt, that's that one's a little bit of a dark one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a dark one.
Thanks for bringing it.
Especially it wasn't, there was no chipperness to like, sometimes I can't fake calm.
Yeah.
Like,
LOL.
LOL.
He was like, she doesn't put in any effort and she sucks. I'm surprised they're even
She
getting
probably
to the
knows.
fornication stage.
Maybe
Yeah.
Is she coming?
Yeah, the fact that they're still doing it is interesting.
Yeah. They're still going through the whole.
Like, is it
we'll
a
have
quota once a week or once a day or something? But how does a guy fake an orgasm?
And it's funny to think of him being like, oh,
and so she just doesn't
oh, that
know.
was so good.
But there's no load.
yeah. And how can he?
You wear a Connie.
It's funny to fake it rather than just come.
I didn't even know guys could do that.
It's
Fake
funny to
that.
think
That's
of.
why I picked it because I was like, what?
You feel like they could come no matter what. Most guys would just, whether they like the girl or not, come
Yo,
anyway.
He's like
He's spite
making
not
it
coming.
harder for himself.
He's spite not
Isn't
coming.
it funny to think about?
Yo, I faked an orgasm. The time
wanna
I
be
have,
here.
not with my girlfriend. I would never say
'cause
something as
she's
terrible as that.
Never, not with that
Beautiful,
Egyptian
lovely.
goddess.
But with there's been, and this is vulnerable to say. I've faked an orgasm where, and maybe Ryan can relate as a fella. Sometimes
With him?
you come quicker than you wish you came.
Yeah.
So you keep fucking
Okay.
holding,
Okay.
and then you fake the
Okay.
orgasm. Not
Right.
but 30, 40 seconds later, you're like, I just got to get an extra 30 seconds
Yeah.
out of this dick.
Oh my
I've
God.
yeah.
I'm so sorry for the problems that you guys have.
Oh yeah. I'm so glad I'm not a dude.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad I'm not a dude.
By the way, as
Really?
a girl, first of all, I would know right away. And I'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I see you. And also, you're only giving me a bonus 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I
And
know.
I'm like,
just be done with
in my
it.
head, I'm like, some unimaginably long amount of time, like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like, did I just get really wet out of nowhere?
I'm like, well, I gotta
I
hit
squirt
that
now?
courtesy fucking
wait a
minute.
second.
I gotta hit a minute. I gotta hit 90 seconds
Yeah,
to
at
just not
least.
feel
Come
so
on.
embarrassed.
I do think, though, to help
She's like, you came so early. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, even earlier than you
I
thought.
think your caller should see a sex therapist or maybe a couples therapist. What do you
Yes,
think?
couples first, relationship issues. It sounds like some resentment is
Yeah.
there beyond sex.
Definitely sounded, not like the most loving relationship.
I wish she
It
could
sounds like
call.
he hates her.
I want her to call
Yeah.
to hear her
Yeah.
tone.
Me too. I
Then
always
I can
want the
decide
other
which one
side
of them
of it.
Yeah,
sucks.
you know.
I bet it's we have 4 kids and he doesn't help at all. So now I just lay
bet.
there to let him know that he sucks.
Yeah.
And by the way, one of those kids is potentially going to murder one of them. So they will have 4 kids, 1 parent eventually. They just gotta
Eventually,
wait it out.
yeah. Especially if it's like a Midwest situation.
Right.
No offense, but
They do like
They-
to kill their parents.
yeah, I know.
I read about it every day. Oh, because it's fed to me because it's
Yeah.
my excuse to not have children.
Oh
Is I
my
don't want to raise
God.
my own murderer.
Your algorithm knows that
Dude.
about you.
Yeah, I'm not. If I have a
raising my
boy,
own murderer.
yeah, and if I have a boy, I'm gonna be like, well, I hate men, so someone else deal with this.
Yeah, and also to know that everything sticky you pick up in his room has cum on it. It's just
Ew,
disgusting.
I
Right.
know.
Not until a little bit down the
13?
line. 14 maybe.
7.
Okay, that's
I
still,
don't know.
I'm still cleaning your room at 14.
Ugh, yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
no kids thing. That's, I froze my eggs.
You did?
Yeah, to buy some time.
Smart
Really?
for doing it as young as you are. That was
Yeah,
very
I
smart
know.
because you did it when they were at their best. Most women
I
think
know.
about it when they're older,
Which you
and
sh-
they're not as great.
You got to think ahead
Yep,
and
smart.
The
job,
reality of it
Maddy.
is
Now you're
Thanks-
paying
thanks,
rent on those
guys.
bad
I
boys,
know.
right? And the crazy thing, I have this whole conspiracy theory about
Fully
this. Okay,
rent, yeah.
First of all, you can't tag these bitches, right? So
Yeah.
there's no like chip, so I know it's mine.
I know.
I mean, you can't
And
tag
they
me.
show you in the slideshow there is a % of error due to human.
Human error, like
They
someone else
have
will
to
take
tell.
care of
They
it.
have to outline every side
They
impact
can't
of doing
just
it.
put. So you freeze an egg.
Yes.
And what? Where is it?
This is so they
It's
take
just
out
like
a bunch of eggs.
Is it
Bunch
just
of eggs.
at a one
They
bedroom
take out
in
a
Soho?
bunch
or-
of
No,
eggs.
the storage units.
It's in
for
a
this,
lab.
and they're in a lab.
In a
and
lab.
It's
And
a
they're
climate
tiny,
control.
so it's
No,
It's in a little-
Sure. No, I know
Yeah.
that your egg isn't like a chicken. I'm not like the
carton.
female
It's not
egg.
the
is-
ovary.
It's a carton,
the egg.
yeah.
But you have to understand that when the power goes out, because they
Yeah,
have to,
you're fucked.
electricity is a
Yes,
big thing.
that's a risk
During
too.
Sandy, that was a
Yep.
big problem. Everybody got wiped out of
Everyone's
all their
fucked. Yep,
embryos.
so
Now
fucked.
there's insurance you can get for your
That you
eggs.
can-
Question.
So
which
that-
on top of your payment.
Yes.
Can't you freeze an egg? Throw that shit in your home freezer just in case.
Dude, it's
Not frozen.
It's a
Temperature
freaking
wise.
radioactive lab with like cryogenic temperatures.
Cold,
yeah.
It's cold, but
it's like different. Stupid.
it's cryogenic temperature.
Stupid. Don't ask stupid questions.
But
You're
it's
just trying to be
great
funny.
that you did it, but it is a big business because you're paying rent.
Paying rent.
It's like
and
a
it was a
storage
big
fee.
down payment.
It's a big down payment. You pay rent.
Yeah.
This is an investment.
Yeah.
And you don't know until the surgery's over how many you got.
Really?
And so
They
luckily
don't-
I'm younger, so
Yeah.
it's not as stressful.
No,
it's
it's
more of
not
an
at all.
elective
Definitely
thing.
not.
But an IVF, which is the same kind of thing, 39 plus, like stressful situations.
And
Right.
expensive.
Expensive.
Way more expensive than getting
Yeah.
your eggs out of Hawk. Yep.
So,
Agreed. Yeah.
Wow. So
People will do like 10 sessions of this.
And IVF can be anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000 depending on where you live.
Yep.
So expensive.
And yeah, and most places don't cover it except the cool new tech places.
Yeah.
Where I don't know, I'm not fucking working at Facebook.
Yeah. Really? You don't want to do that? So we have eggs frozen. This is great. Now we're
Yes.
just in search of the perfect sperm.
But the problem with freezing your eggs is
Yeah.
it gives you more time to enjoy your life, which decreases your interest in adding another person to take care of. You see
Right.
all your bitches near you have kids, and
It's
it
a
looks
nightmare.
like it sucks.
guys,
So
And
you
most
know-
people are like, most people are real now, and they'll be like, don't have kids.
let's just say you get knocked up by a friend.
Okay,
and
let's
you
say I
decide
get
you're
knocked
gonna
up.
say,
Yeah.
You can sell those eggs to somebody who needs them.
Yes.
There's a black market. Well, it's
I know.
It's legit. It's not a
I'll
black
buy
market.
them. I got some
You
frozen
could,
cum.
yeah, I'll take them out
Yeah, you
and
can-
then
you
sell
can
them.
sell,
Yeah.
yep.
So I have
You
all
got
those
frozen.
eggs. Yeah.
I got frozen cum in my freezer next to some
Yeah.
Jimmy John's
And
sausages.
that's
Next
for
to some Jimmy John's,
It's for
and some Ben
backup
and
days.
Jerry's.
your weird
When he
kink
wants to
purposes.
condition his hair.
He's in a cum. Yeah, it's for when he runs out of.
A cum play. I'm into cum play. Yeah, I
It's for
freeze
when
it
he
in the
fakes his
ice
orgasm.
tray.
And he
Oh,
can
right.
throw it at the girl and be like, I just came.
Yeah, and
Her
she's
eyes
like,
were
"Why is
closed."
your cum an ice cube?"
Okay, there's some cum on your back. Get
It's
room
freaking
temperature in his
Spider-Man
hands
over
while
You
you're-
here.
gotta, you gotta microwave it. You gotta
Well,
put
you
the
hold
cum
it
ice.
frozen while you're doing this sex scene.
Yes,
with the girl,
this is
okay?
exactly.
Then it starts
This is
melting.
in our porno that we make. We're having a scene
Is that
where
true?
there's frozen cum in an
Is that
ice
true?
tray.
Oh, sorry.
do this.
Is that
This
true?
is what we're doing. There's frozen cum in an ice tray, and the femme fatale is like, "Can I make you a glass?" And she fucks with the guy. She gives him cum ice,
Right.
and then he drinks
Nice.
it, and she's like, "You just drank my ex's cum."
Nice.
I know you cheated
When
on me
did
or
this
something.
become a
And then he's like,
psychotic porn?
then
I
he's
don't
like,
know.
"Kiss
That's what I'm
me."
making.
Then he's like, kiss me, because he's into it.
Yes,
Yeah.
He
that's
wants to
the
be
term.
snowballed.
Yeah.
That's
You know
the
that term. That's
No.
when guy comes in your mouth, but he wants to come back in his
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
It's called snowballing. When
Dump
you
it
share
in.
it with a girl, it's baby birding.
I was gonna say it sounds like that.
It sounds like baby birding.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very tech- But the ice cube thing
Snowballing.
is unique. Okay.
Snowballing.
Yes.
Wow.
And they make on
Snowballing.
Amazon. They make ice cube trays in different shapes, so you can
Yeah,
actually
you
do
could
the
get a
sperm
teddy
one
bear,
and a different heart,
like a heart,
a penis at a sex shop.
Penis, yeah, at a sex shop. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Lisa Ann speaking. What can we help you with today?
All right. So I have been dating the same guy for about 5 years. We live together. We love each other. We're deeply in love. All right.
She says all right too much
And since we started dating, I gained some weight, and that's okay.
for you.
And I said this out loud to my partner, and he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. I love you. Just ignore, blah, blah, blah." And, I realized that ever since we started dating, I've been like more addicted to sugar, more addicted to like sweet things. And like, even when we started dating, he was really into like sour candy and like super sour, gross things I wasn't really into. But since he was eating them all the time, I just kind of got into it. And basically what I'm trying to say is that my boyfriend made me fat. And I think he likes it, and he likes feeding me. He constantly comes to me and offers like very weight gainy food, and I say no, and then he like makes a weird face. So I don't know what to say about it. I think he likes me when I'm a little bigger. Fucked up.
Okay, first of all, you're going to go into his porn search and find out, does he search BBW?
BBW.
If
Yeah,
he goes
find
BBW, ding, 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 we've got our
Then
answer.
we've got our answer. Yeah.
But this is a problem.
I want to know if he's also gaining weight, because if he's gaining weight and he's giving her the weird face, he's probably like, "What? Come on."
Or
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
going,
yeah,
or
yeah.
he,
I have
or
a
he's
boyfriend and he's not
insecure.
hungry when I am. I'll be, fuck you. So that
with
might be
me.
that.
Or he's insecure.
Or he's and he
insecure. Wants her a little overweight so other guys don't look at her.
True.
Wow.
Which is a different kind of feeder.
Or he's just being nice and trying to feed his girlfriend and not even aware of it.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Or he's a man and he's like literally has hot air in his brain. No offense.
We have hot air in our brain. None taken.
But I would like to say for health purposes that sugar is not your friend. Sugar is gasoline for all disease and inflammation. I gave up sugar many years ago. It is, but you can get sugar from your fruits. Put some blueberries in the freezer. They're super fun.
I know it doesn't sound great, but look. For the past 20 years.
How do you want to look when you're old? That's the question.
Sugar
Ask yourself
is bad.
that. It's all about how do you want to look when you're old.
Agreed.
And that's what you put in your body.
Well, I recently nixed sugar as well because, and that actually goes to the alcohol thing because I was losing my voice.
Which
turns out
it
was, I was getting hoarse because I was eating snacks at night. Fat ass. I thought I had freaking lymph nodes.
But that sucks for you. You've got to be able to go.
I know, but I'm cleaning it up and it's immediately cleared up.
It's weird when you first do it because you think you want it. Like sugar does tempt you and tease you and you feel like you're getting a headache because you don't have it. It's just a mind game. Once you get through that first 90 days, you're fine.
It's pretty bad.
God, I thought you were going to say like 6 days. Like the 7 day, 90 days.
90 days,
90 days without sugar?
I'm on
I'd rather not jerk off for 90 days.
3 weeks, no snacks before bed.
That's actually awesome. Yeah. Good for you.
It's very hard. It's my biggest advice.
Banana's a good snack before bed.
Banana's a good snack. I love a banana.
Cherries are a good snack because they help you sleep. There's certain fruits that are really good to help you sleep.
Yes. Watermelon filled with
really good to sleep.
Water. Yeah.
Oh shit, it is.
Obviously.
It is.
Sorry, I'm Stephen Hawking over here.
Oranges, of course, are orange.
Oranges are filled with orange.
They're filled with orange. The color orange.
Limes are green. And
filled with lime.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But I would like to say, she did use a right to open the call. She opened the call with, all right.
Yeah. So maybe her boyfriend is just like filling her mouth to say, shut up.
As she's doing the call, yeah.
And the fatter you get, the smaller your mouth gets. So maybe, how your dick gets smaller, your mouth gets smaller. I mean, your eyes get small too. Because I was a little chunky once. My eyes were little dots.
How old were you?
In my 20s. I think when I met Bret, I was a little thicker. But people, because when I started comedy,
Bret will not say because he's such a smart man.
I mean, admittedly, I think you look great. Like, you can tell when your friend's working out.
It was a blip in time.
I think you're working out.
It was a blip in time.
See?
What?
That's the right answer. This is how he is. He's just
but
a
I'm not
good
like
human
you were
being.
chunky. Like,
but you would never say that to somebody because you just wouldn't. It's not.
No, especially like.
It's not who you are.
Well, you know what I don't do anymore. I don't show.
Fat ass.
Well, that's what
Dude,
I don't show people old photos of me anymore because I've had guys on dates be like, "You fucking cow, dude."
People
like,
say
well, you
that?
can't fuck me now.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah,
a guy on a date who's. This is a date where you're trying to impress the person.
Trying to get him a JJ.
And you go, you were
like an animal.
Yeah,
like I'm a cattle. Fuck off.
Just shows old photo.
Do you want to do another?
I think we are good.
Yeah,
I think we're good. We had a great time today. Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we wrap up?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
This is
Wait,
awesome.
I said the wrong thing.
You're welcome. You're welcome for being here.
Yeah.
For being on our show.
I always love coming into the Madhouse.
New host of the show.
Hey.
Maddy. Yo, mutiny. Guys, mutiny.
Yeah.
Caroline, Brian.
And I'll see you guys on Better Uno on SiriusXM. Better only. Better one.
Better one.
Better one.
Better halves.
Better halves.
There's just one of us.
I thought that's what you were doing.
I was. I don't know.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
Freaking
with
bombing.
Lisa and Bret.
You guys, this is Lisa Ann and Bret Raybould. and we're selling this. Put up on eBay.
Put it on eBay. All proceeds go to us three.
And don't mention it ever again. We'll see you guys next week.